You don't do it. Okay. I'll be choosing Tetris, and I'll walk you through as long as Helio is on good faith, not listening. I'll walk you through.
Give us the play-by-play on everything you're doing, Dom.
Play-by-play. So for Helio, you want to not misdrop.
You want to misdrop?
No, not do that. Shit, I wish I warmed up earlier.
Looks like Helio has a bit more of the mixed versus experience than our other Puyo representation here of Zanyu guy, because Helio is vertical stacking.
Helio is quite a seasoned expert. I mean, I can't... Dude. In all the rounds where I did 6-3 against him, I couldn't think I was losing. Although getting 2 Tetrises in a row is going to help me out a lot, because it does more to cancel than just a T-spin would. So this whole match, you're going to see me going for more T-spins than... I mean, Tetrises and T-spins whenever I can, because it's just better. Also need to stop skimming as much.
Helio looks like...
Oh, right. That's my bad. Okay, I need to, like, lean forwards.
Helio got a fat 5-chain.
Yeah, I found a combo here. I normally want to tank, but I'm just, like, not as good as board watching as he is. Dormy's a top Puyo player.
We have some glazing for Helio in the chat from Riona.
How about we hop off, dude? Especially... Also, that's crazy, Riona. I was dick riding you, like, the entire time you were playing, and this is what I get in return. I'll prove you wrong. I'll prove everybody wrong. I hope you all put your points on me. Because I just got 2 Tetris in a row, and that's gonna put a dent in the Helio's board. Like that.
No one has bet yet.
That's crazy. Pay your damn money.
You know, I'm gonna bet on Dom.
Okay, high up. Okay, I get down through this though.
Dom is commentating while playing, yes, Riona.
Yeah.
And he's doing a spectacular job at playing.
What'd I fucking say? Oh my god. Yeah, the more Tetrises I get compared to T-spins will give me a competitive edge. My heart's also beating out of his chest, but that's just because, you know...
You're just so passionate about the game, you know? It's not nerves.
I love mixed versus. I'm a big fan. Before this match started, I asked our good friend Bunkle Boy for like his tips and tricks, because Bunkle Boy's great, but he's just not as fast at versus. But so I was very intrigued on what his strategy was, because he beat Helio during Swiss, and I lost. But like when it comes to like Tetris, Bunkle Boy beat me. I'm currently above Bunkle Boy in terms of performances because of, you know, just recent stuff. But Bunkle Boy does have like some wins on me. The more noticeable thing is that you don't need to have speed. Really helps a lot in mixed versus, but you don't need it. I mean, I'm like a lot faster than Bunkle Boy, but Bunkle Boy beat Helio 15-8 during Swiss. So he gave me some tips, and I'm trying to put them to work, and you know, it's paying off. Bunkle Boy's a great guy. That was Bunkle Boy. Helio's tough there.
Dom's keeping up the pressure pretty well.
Oh, he's high. Yes! Let's go! Oh my gosh.
Dom takes the second point.
Stressful part is that when you're not board watching, you have no idea what's going on Puyo player's board. Because, like, you can't tell how much of the board actually changed and how much it doesn't. And really good Puyo players are able to, like, conceal their trigger. So you can't, like, try to time them based on, like, what, you know, colored Puyo they need.
Nice power 3.
Yeah, I need to go straight for the down stack there.
I'm very cheesed up. Going for that down stack like you just said.
I'm working.
Oh, Helio's got a 5 here. Or a 6, sorry. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's gonna take it off of me. While
Helio takes his first point.
In back while you're down stacking, you need to prioritize getting down. Given the lackluster T-spin singles I went for, it's just like, it pales in comparison. This is the area where I got the most rounds off of Helio. It's off of just opener. Unfortunately, I didn't get PC because I'm not the unionator. But it transitions into pretty clean 5-4 stack, which I haven't missed drop.
Well, this is looking like a fat chain. Never mind. It was only a 4. I thought it extended longer, but it didn't. Now he gets a power 2.
I'm gonna count 4 any chance that I get, because that is just the best way to send.
Nice power 3 that was.
Oh, Helio's up high. I'm taking this round.
Helio's been getting some unlucky garbage.
Yeah. I feel you get screwed over a lot more by your Puyo garbage than you do your Tetris garbage, just simply because of, like, just where the garbage spawns. And this is, again, part of what makes Puyo just such a good puzzle game. Just watch people play competitively. So much board interaction. Oh, speaking of board interaction, dude, I'm fumbling my stack a little bit. Okay, this is called a BT, and I shouldn't have built it. Gosh. That's why you don't need flashy sets when you play against Puyo players. It's usually bad for you, as I'm experiencing the detrimental side effects. Wait, what happened to his board? Oh my god!
Very nice.
Dude! Oh, right when margin time hit, too. That sent 4... Oh, wait, no, it didn't. That was insane. Dude, I cannot. I gotta get out of here. Fortunately, we finally found a commentator to replace me, so I'm gonna actually dip out for a bit and actually focus.
Yeah. Guess who I found?
You?
I found me.
Welcome, Edge. You've been here this whole time, but chat couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Chat, welcome, Edge.
I know Dom wanted to stay on for the consistency of the stream and all that, and Dom did us a major favor by lending his voice for the other matches. He's also just he's a great commentator, commentates a lot of Puyo and has a lot of knowledge on the game and its players, but we gotta relieve him so he can focus, and I mean, he's been performing quite well, even while, I mean, I guess he wasn't exactly commentating, but he was more walking us through his point of the game. Like, I wanted to bring up what he was talking about Bunko Boy. Bunko Boy actually was supposed to be playing in this division, but unfortunately, due to scheduling, had to drop out and couldn't participate.
Yeah.
But I just figured I'd mention that point because Bunko Boy is a pretty skilled player and someone who I think we have to respect we have to respect for their efficiency, and hopefully in future events that we host we'll be able to showcase them properly. That's my hope.
Oh, nice 5.
That's gonna kill. Helio is a player that I mean, Bunko Boy, as Dom mentioned, did beat Helio. I peg Helio as the kind of Puyo player who doesn't have a lot of experience with matchup. We're having a little bit of errors with the connection here, so just be patient there, and it looks like it's caught up. As you saw earlier in the stream, this game is not very friendly with me.
Please buy the merchandise so Edge can get better internet.
Again, it's not my internet's fault. Let's make this very clear. This is a problem with how the Nintendo Switch handles netcode. It's not something that anyone can really fix except for the big dogs.
Please buy the merchandise so Edge can buy Nintendo and then fix this.
Yeah, I'll buy them out.
Nice 5 again. Dom's been doing pretty well while Helio's just sending like the smaller chains, but when Helio actually manages to get a big one off, he's able to take the rounds. I say big, but 5 isn't like that humongous. Bigger than a 3 chain. That's... Oh, it looks like this is gonna be a 6? Or a 7? No, a 6. Power 5 into a 6, to be specific. Which Dom did survive.
I'm noticing that Dom's amping the speed up.
Good for Dom, not so great for Helio. I just realized the names on the top are swapped.
When did that happen?
I don't know. Moving on. Oh, Helio looks like he's got a fat chain right here. It's gonna be a 6?
Yeah, a 6 is pretty significant mix versus. I think that the other part that's significant is 6 chain, a lot of damage. It's when it starts exponentially ramping up a lot more. So, I do appreciate how Dom was able to immediately reflect all that damage.
He's going into some fossil fuel stacking, so it's good to get out of that immediately. Good job, Dom.
Fossil fuel stacking.
That's what you call it.
It is what I call it.
I just got it from you.
For chatters who don't know, I call an 8-1 stack fossil fuel stacking because you keep burning up the eyepieces.
Nice 4. I'm gonna send Dom up quite a bit. Helio just needs to pop like something and then Dom's done for. Unfortunately, Helio got a little bit greedy, but now he popped something. But Dom is down too far now for it to mean anything. Never mind, that sent him right back up to where he was. This might kill. Yeah, especially with that misdrop. Yeah. Not good. Helio takes the point right there. 6-4.
A point I was getting at earlier, but I didn't finish, is I think Helio is a true diehard Puyo player. From my understanding, they haven't played much matchup. I think each time they play it, they take time to kind of warm up to their situation.
Yeah, Dom had a bit of a, not like super commanding lead at the start, but a bit of a lead. But now that Elio's more into the things...
I would say it was less about like the amount of lead they had, and it was like the momentum. They were getting wins and they were getting them quick.
But now Elio's found his footing a little bit and is able to like
Precisely.
get some more points.
But I mean, this is look, Elio's strapped for resources right now. It's gonna take some pretty effective exploitation of margin time and a lot of digging to make this happen.
Yeah. Hate to see those yellows get covered up. This is looking good though. Managed to dig quite a bit. So now he has more room to actually stack up. Not with the pressure Dom's keeping up, though. Can't have too much room. Oh, that was lucky.
Alright.
Now we're back to, like, even.
Yeah. I like Dom kind of ignoring the urge to downstack a bit there. Let's keep Spectvax going. This might be an instance where you don't do that and just let the resources kind of hash themselves out on the board where you had them.
We're seeing a bit of a stun lock going on right now. It's rough for Helio. Couldn't do much there.
Yeah, I mean, stun locking Puyo play is just really effective. It just is. I mean, the best advantage a Puyo player has is the resources and timing when they can activate them. If you take that ability away, ooh!
Oh damn!
Alright, we're going into the DPC here, which is a pretty effective way to send fast damage. Helio, I think, catches the drift of what's going on now. I mean, we're like 10-12 rounds in the game now. I was leaving this gap in the middle to try and take resources. We're gonna have a bit of digging here. The ideal pair that Helio wanted to toss down that middle column did not materialize.
Yeah, that's the big issue with Puyo RNG.
I wouldn't even say it's a big issue with Puyo RNG, it's just an issue of that situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
As a Puyo player matchup, you are gonna have to tank a lot, but you know, being on your feet most of the time is a very valuable skill. Like, we've seen Helio adapt to new situations very fluidly during these later rounds, which I especially appreciate. I mean, Dom is still ahead, but Dom has to be on his best.
Ooh, Helio managed to get that 3 off. Not huge, but it saved him from some heavy grief. Temporarily, at least.
Dom is using barely any TPs in the middle of the stack. Even when misdrops come, they try to fix them as optimally as possible. They even go for much skimming there. That's great. I mean, the results are showing. The resources are buried. What little resources there are. And where Helio's placing them just dictated by these sends. Very dominant round for Dom. 8-5. Again, It's only 3 points in the lead, but we're getting close to the halfway point of the game. Or the halfway point of the game's maximum length. We have a first to 15. So we're getting to about 15 total rounds here. Dom is setting the memo for where he wants to be. And rounds like that are Dom's like best friend right there. Rounds where Helio gets a bit overzealous with the stack, and gives Dom room to trip him up. Though it goes without saying the opposite can happen. And here we go. It was some very typical matchup stacking from Helio, leaving columns open to accept resources or garbage, not necessarily resources. Accept garbage and repartition their resources, a good way to put it. Okay,
PSD?
This is a bit of a risk. Look at that build over the garbage. But look at that, counting to 4 and Dom removes it.
Hanging on by like the teeniest thread, but didn't have the right Puyos. Unfortunately.
More to double digits. Helio was hanging in quite well there, but you know, maybe Dom had to do some thinking. He told us he was talking to Bunkle Boy about strategy. Maybe he had to lock in on some of those options. Yeah, if we can get him on, maybe we can do a bit of a post-match interview sort of deal, and you know, he can talk a bit about what he was thinking throughout the rest of the match. We got a bit of a perspective earlier, but.
I feel like Helio just gets a bit like overzealous with his stacking and like, I don't know. I'm not saying he's greedy, but like his resources are like getting buried very quickly.
The best thing Dom can do is top Helio at before margin time has much of an effect on the game. And if you're noticing, a lot of Dom's wins, really quick rounds. A lot of Helio's wins, they're lasting a long time.
Oh, this is looking to be a pretty nice chain. 6? That was a fat 6.
If you watch Dom's timing, Dom was holding a combo and kind of waiting to perform actions there to cancel the garbage out. Very, very smart. The screen watching is happening and it's there. I'm glad that you're able to.
Oh dear, oh dear. Those are some misdrops.
A rot row.
Not what we want to see if we're Dom. Helio takes a 6th point.
But I mean, Dom is still maintaining this lead. I wouldn't be worried if my name was Dom. Yeah, here we go, going back through these PCs again. Oh, and
nice
he's able to
power
get the second one. It reflects true neutral. Look at that.
Whoa.
It's so satisfying to see like an amount of garbage just get equally reflected in this game because of how differently garbage grows exponentially for Puyo versus like the Tetris sends. Dom is a misdrop here. He's gonna have to try and keep this back to back for a bit longer.
Helio's got. Thought that was gonna be a 4, but I guess I'm just not good at calculating Puyo chains.
There's just some garbage in the way, and chains I think right now less meant for attack and more meant for dig. At least digging to a point where now you see they're starting to stack more resources and they don't get the pair they need to execute.
Rough.
It is truly rough. Alright, here we go. Dom with the DPC. This has been pretty effective for him. Helio tries to build some small chains to prevent the PC from happening, but this time it didn't happen. We're looping the triple-double here. And, I mean, I just have to call this as a Dom win. Helio has no time to stack resources, and
Tent a rock.
this is just showing you how triple doubles really revolutionized the meta of this game. It's beyond just Tetris versus Tetris. With the amount of damage you can send, and how fast you're doing it, it's just worth noting, but Dom doesn't have the PC this time. I'd say this is like normally pretty unfortunate for him, but the flawless transition into T-spins is going to put him at match point. Alright, and here we go. We're back to this. Dom is like slayed to win when this happens. Not able to grab this PC though, and is misdropping. I think they wanted to run the TST there. They bought Helio some time. They're using it to dig. Multiple 2 chains. They're mostly just neutralizing what's coming on the board. They just kind of bought Dom some time to return to attacking. And it's over!
Here's the win for Dom, knocking Helio into losers.
Now that's pretty interesting right there, what just happened. I want to break this down as I update the bracket. That last round, I think, could have went very differently. As I mentioned, Helio focused on the dig. I would argue Helio should have been upstacking for a chain. That's what I would argue. I would argue that Helio should have spent that time instead of on 2 chains. They should have built a 4 or 5. And Dom's here. Do you agree? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think he should have known what he was up against before he decided to, join the room. But,
Okay, man.